What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Grimm. Today we're checking out another episode of Dragon's Den, which is like another version of Shark Tank, and let's just say we're about to meet the worst person to represent a brand that I have ever seen on this show. Keep watching this one until the end because it only gets more and more tense to the point where it's like hard to watch these people just go through all of this. It's that awkward. Without further ado, let's just see what this lady is pitching to the dragons today.
We turn this humble seaweed, this forgotten superfood, into beautiful premium seasonings that are delicious and healthy alternative to salt.
So, simple enough idea, right? This lady thought to herself, hey, there's a lot of seaweed in the ocean, I can go get some of that seaweed and just turn it into seasoning so that people who want an alternative to salt can still enjoy their food. Which sounds like a great idea and all. Trust me, it's not the idea that is bad in this sales pitch, it's the woman behind it that is presenting all of this. Trust me, she does not know how to run a company. And I'm saying that as someone who has never ran anything in his life, nor has any ideas even slightly as good as hers. She's just very bad at this.
I've got the best job in the world. My role is to get seaweed for Fiona, so I cast a wide net. I've got harvesters scouring the beaches, the cold, lonely, clean beaches of West and East Scotland.
So this is her seaweed guy, and I'm pretty sure this is the only time he does any talking from what I saw. You know, sometimes I'll watch ahead to these just to see if it's worthy of being in a video, and up to the point I watched, this poor dude is just standing to the side of her like, yo, what are you doing? Thinking to himself probably, yo, what are you saying? You are absolutely murdering any chance we have of being successful in getting funding.
I get quite excited when I see a pitch come in and immediately come up with a valuation of around £3 million. So this business must be making a lot of money already. So I'm now really intrigued. So how much money are you making?
So this guy is just asking a simple question. You know, probably the most important question in a business proposal, and that's what your profit is and why are you asking for so much money from me? I skipped that part, but they're asking for like $100,000 or pounds for 3%. Which means that they have evaluated their company to be worth $3 million. I don't know about you, but it's hard to imagine a $3 million seaweed seasoning company. That must mean they're just turning an absolutely wild profit, right? Because there's no way they would evaluate that high when they aren't making anything like that. That would just be insane. And no, I'm not foreshadowing here at all.
We're making, we made £200,000 in the last 6 months.
Great, so you made £200,000 net profit in the last 6 months.
With £200,000.
Gross profit?
We haven't made a profit.
Ooh, okay, all right. So now the real face of this operation shows. Yeah, looks like this lady has not made a single penny back because she has sank over $350,000 into the business already and only has made $200K back. First of all, yeah, good luck asking these people who are renowned for how smart they are in business to even think of investing their hard-earned money into your company that is literally a sinking ship as of right now. I also like how you can tell she tried to answer the question without saying it was profit. She just tossed out a number hoping that they would move on from that. But no, they're smarter than that. They definitely caught on.
Do you know what gross profit is?
Yes, I know what gross profit is.
What is it?
Why are you, what's the question?
The question is, what's the gross profit of your operation?
All right, and she gets no points for this debate right now because she is so obviously lying about knowing what that means. Yeah, I know what that is. Okay, then please tell me what it is and what that term means. Well, what's the question? Lady, he just asked you the freaking question twice. What does gross profit mean and what's your gross profit in general? Just answer those. This is like the first and only thing you need to figure out when coming to this show because you know without a doubt it will be the main thing that they are looking for when it comes to your business. You gotta prove that you're profitable in order for them to want to invest. It's simple business. Talk about being a little bit unprepared.
To get the sales of 200,000, how much did you pay for the seaweed and the product?
Okay, the seaweed was 350,000.
Yo, so she has spent twice as much getting the seaweed from Rory and his team and has only made like half of that back in a whole year. And then has the audacity to ask for over 100K with a $3 million initial evaluation. Look, I'm no business major here, but I think she's kind of over-evaluating herself. This is like when you get a C in one of your classes on your report card and you go and take it home to your parents expecting them to take you out for ice cream as a reward. Nah, bro, you barely scraped by. That's not deserving of an ice cream. How about you at least get an A or something next time, like instead of struggling to pass?
Anyway,
Fiona, I've got a question for you. Did you come in here looking for a fight?
No, not at all.
Because I've got to tell you, your approach is just, for me, completely alienating.
At this point, I honestly think she is, because whatever simple business questions this guy has been asking, she's just like, what do you mean, how did I do this? Or what are you asking? Like, bruh, he's coming at you with very simple questions. And they're questions that they ask everyone. If you've seen this show or anything like it, even once in your life, you would have known that they were going to be asking you this stuff. It's par for the course. So stop acting like you're too good or too smart to answer these questions, because I can pretty easily tell that you're not. You can at least apologize here instead of saying, I can't rewind, sorry, can't rewind. Just say a simple, I'm sorry, and try to start back up from there.
Yeah, but I've only got one chance. No, I haven't got one chance. I get loads of chances. I get loads of people trying to pitch to me.
Well, I'm sorry. I can't rewind. Can't rewind.
This woman has a point though, because this business could have been booming from an investment from one of these people. Like, she just had to make a good first impression, but absolutely is just tanking it right now. Like, she is doing the polar opposite of what you should be doing in one of these meetings. And I don't know if she's smart enough to even understand how big of a mess she's making right now. The other woman that was just talking doesn't care, because she has 10 or 20 other people coming in today pitching their own ideas, so she can just pass on this one with good confidence that it's not going to continue to be a good business, and if this lady is the head of it, which it's not going to be if she continues to act this way.
No, you
Come
can't.
this far.
No, I won't be investing, Fiona. I'm out.
Yeah, I don't know who hurt this woman in the past, but she needs to open up about her business to these people. It's literally her job to be honest and show them numbers that will help them want to invest. But no, she just wants to keep skirting around even the simplest of questions, and then she becomes super defensive and rude whenever they get frustrated at her for not answering those said questions. Does she not realize that this is a train wreck purely because of her? Poor Rory is just standing by her the entire time, thinking to himself, wow, I kind of screwed myself and my crew over by agreeing to work with this moron, because she's going nowhere after this. Wait, actually, never mind, correction, he's already been paid, I just realized. So he's the reason why she had to spend like $350K or whatever to even source this seaweed in the first place, so he's chilling, he's been paid already. That's probably why he told us he had the best job in the world earlier, because he realized how much money he was making off of her. Hey, you guys made it pretty far into this video, so real quick, I'm going to ask you in the next 5 seconds to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And if you can be quick enough, I'm going to reward you with unlimited seaweed seasoning. That's right, I just got to call up my boy Rory. We'll come fish some out for you. I mean, I can't vouch for the taste, but enjoy that, I guess. Anyways, on with the rest of the video.
Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make you an offer. I'll give you all the money. I want 50%. That's my offer.
So this baller right here in the very nice glasses, he offers her the 100K she needs, but realizes how much of a sinking ship that this business is and how risky it is. So, you know, he wants 50% of it, just in case it actually does do amazing and he can get some insane profit. Too bad we all know all too well that this lady is living in La La Land and thinks her company is worth $3 million, so I really doubt she's gonna even accept this.
Fiona, it's been really hard. It's been probably one of my worst experiences in the den of 10 years. I don't know what to say, I'm lost for words.
Oh boy, all right, that's gotta be so embarrassing to hear. The dude who has been doing this show for 10 years, a whole decade, you guys. Like, think of all the annoying people he has met and come across, and in his eyes, over the last decade of meeting people pretty much every week and seeing pitches, this was one of his worst experiences ever. Yeah, when he starts the final statement like that, you know he's about to hit her with a terrible offer or just flat out tell her that he's not interested, which is what he did. I'm sure that this guy realizes he could be losing all his money, but I mean, on the off chance that this actually takes off, having a whole 50% ownership of a company would just be insane if you think about it. Like, he could make so much more than 100K, so that's what he's going for, I guess. And I'm sure he'd have the expertise to show him the right way to make profit.
Thank you very much for your offer, but we're going to say no.
Fine. Thank you.
Thank you.
So as a humble seaweed harvester, this has been an invaluable educational lesson for me, so thank you very much.
Hey, what do you know? I was right about her not taking this offer, but also the boy Rory actually talked there at the end. It's a miracle. As just a humble seaweed harvester, he was able to be brought along onto this show where he thought he would have a good time and instead has been subjected to probably the most painful 20 minutes of his life, or at least 20 minutes before they cut down all this footage. I'm guessing it probably could have been longer than that. I mean, I don't know about you, Rory, but I think you should just stick to the harvesting of seaweed instead of tagging along with her for these business meetings, because If they're all like this, he could die of secondhand cringe any day now. I know I won't be sprinkling seaweed all over my food anytime soon, but regardless, I hope the best for them. That about does it for today's video. Let me know what you thought in the comments below, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace out.